Hi, I'm O.E. Burke, Vice President and General Manager here at Freedom Volvo, Virginia Beach. And this month we want to bring you a cool new feature that you may or may not have experienced yet on your new Volvo. It's called the Active High Beams. And it's something we got a question about just the other day, and it's a feature we really haven't spent a lot of time playing with. So we'd like to show you how it works, explain the process to you so you can start using it on your new Volvo. One of the cool things about the features in our Volvos is that everything, for the most part, can be done right here from your steering wheel. So in this case, as we're showing you how to access your active high beams, I'm going to do so using nothing but two buttons on the right side of the steering wheel, the exit button and the little scroll and click wheel. So the whole time we're operating these menus we're about to show you, this is all I'll be doing with my thumb to operate the whole system. So as you can see, we're in a typical screen you might be in as you're driving down the road. This is the navigation screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press and hold the exit button, which will bring up my main menu. And it's very easy. It's a setting in the car. So where would I go to access a setting in my car? Let's think. First, I'm going to go to the My Car. I'm going to click that, my scroll wheel. I'm in the My XC60 menu that shows me what features I have available. I'm going to click my scroll wheel one more time, and it takes me into a deeper menu. So we're going to go into settings because we want to make sure this system is turned on right now. Settings. Very easy. It is a vehicle setting. And then we're talking about lights. So within this menu, we're going to scroll down to light settings. Got all my light settings in here. Now look at this one at the very bottom. That's why it's often overlooked. It says active high beam. Car automatically turns the beam on and off, and you'll notice that this box over here on the right is checked, which means that the system is active. If I wanted to deactivate it, all I have to do while it's highlighted is click it with my scroll wheel, but in this case we want it active, so I'm going to click it to make sure it's active. Get out of the menu, you can hit exit a few times, or in this case I'm just going to press the nav button on my center stack to bring us right back to the screen that we started from a moment ago. Okay, so now that we have turned the active high beam feature on in the car's menu, it's very easy. You notice in this particular model I've got my lighting switch in the auto position, which means it'll automatically sense whether it's daytime or nighttime and turn your headlights on for you. That's really the easiest position to keep it in, so you just don't have to think about it. But what you do have to think about is actually turning your high beams on. So with my switch in the auto position, I'm going to click the stalk here on the left side of the windshield. I'm turning the left side of the steering wheel, so I'm turning my high beams on, and now look what it does here in my gauge cluster. You'll notice a little icon come up here. I'll click it again so you can see it go away and reappear. It's what you're used to seeing when you turn the brights on really in any vehicle, except notice it's got this little A in it. That's telling you that the active high beam feature is engaged. Now the cool thing about this feature is it will sense when another vehicle is coming towards you, and it will automatically dim the lights, and when the vehicle passes they'll go bright again. So it's a really cool feature. Now what you'll experience when you're driving, you've got your brights on, and as a car approaches, it's neat, the cameras that are in the system here up in the upper part of my windshield are actually sensing headlights and lights of other cars. So it'll go from a high beam, and as soon as it senses another vehicle, it'll immediately switch down. Now we've had questions about what is that like when it switches. The best way to describe it is it's almost like it basically puts your low beams on. It changes your illumination totally. There was some mention of whether it shaded it and this peripheral area stayed the same, or if it really changed the lighting. And the answer is it changes the lighting. So you go from a high beam to a low beam as the cars are approaching you, and it is very sensitive. So the neat thing is, and what I'd recommend you try, leave your lights on auto, leave the feature on, and whenever you drive at night, just click the stop, turn it on. And it's very cool because you can drive, in an urban area around town, and you're not going to bright other drivers. It'll go low, but then you turn into maybe a residential neighborhood that's darker, and you're going to get good lighting at night. So it's a really cool feature and something we recommend people take advantage of, because I think it'll make driving your Volvo that much more enjoyable. Hope you enjoyed that tip. Hope it was helpful to you. Please come into the dealership. We'd love to do a demonstration for you here in person, and love to show you a lot of these other cool new features on the new 2015 and a half Volvos. See you at the dealership.